The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Margit the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Othmere, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
So let's seek that ring. Let's seek that ring. We get the strength emote. That's all I wanted. Alright. Alright, so we've got some grace here. If you didn't do the tutorial, it's the first sight of grace that you see. But I ran through the tutorial real quick just to get the gesture. And I know much hasn't been said so far in the game, but I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I've recorded this, like, I don't know, over 5 times. I just want to be in Limgrave right now. I just want to get through it. Just, that's good. But I wanted to play through Elden Ring, and I wanted to document my own journey as we prepare for the DLC that's coming out. So let's see what's going on.
Oh yes, tarnished are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
So he's saying we don't have a maiden. And not only is he saying, like, we can't get no girls, but he's basically saying, in this world, maidens give guidance, finger maidens, right? They show guidance to the tarnished. We're tarnished. And, he's like, dang, so a tarnished without a maiden, you really ain't gonna be able to do nothing. And you can't get to the Round Table Hold, which is the gathering place of all tarnished champions. So he's like, man, you ain't got nothing. And we're like, yeah, we really ain't got nothing right now.
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Vare.
Oh.
Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
Yeah, basically just saying you want to find as much grace as you can, and sometimes if you don't know where you're going, the trails of grace will point you in a direction. Like that's pointing to that church over there, so maybe we should go there. You know, if you don't know where stuff is or don't know where to go or what to do, you want to look for these little trails. They'll guide you. If you don't want to look stuff up on the internet.
Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly. To Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted.
Alright, so he's saying if we follow Grace, we'll end up at Stormvale. That's where it's pointing us to go. And Stormvale is way up there, that little corner. So, what we need to do is actually do that. Because there's a weapon that I want to get before we actually start getting into all of Elden Ring. So, let's follow where the game wants us to go for now. There's a tree sentinel there, but we're going to avoid him for right now. If I had both of my weapons, I'd go in there and fight him right now. But I want my sword first. And if you're wondering, like, what I am and everything, like, as far as character goes, I started as the Vagabond, because they give you a longsword, and I want a second longsword, so we've got to get to the round table so I can buy a longsword. So that's why we want to... That's my reason for also continuing to follow Grace instead of doing my own thing right now. Because if we go do this, then I can finally get, like, my build started. Man, just be up in the road, don't he? No. Yeah, I've recorded, like, the beginning of a playthrough for Elden Ring at least about, like, 6 or 7 times. It's been crazy. I'm kinda over it right now. But it's not in a bad way, right? It's just like I just want to make sure things are fine. But it's like beforehand I didn't know the build I was going to do, or like what felt comfortable to play, if I was gonna go still with like, oh, hold on, we've got to address the situation. It's a lot of guys. That's a lot. Don't know. Oh hey, and this night, man, this night. Oh, that should have killed us. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know how we're alive. Oh, protect your friend, will you? Ooh, well, hey, this long sword is not that long actually, so you don't have to worry about me. Hi. Stop that. Oh. Oh, come here. It's a backstab. If you hit people right in the back, or when you hear the loud ka-thunk noise and they fall to their knees, those are both critical hits. Oh. And that's a guard counter. We don't want to get hit by... Oh! Godric Knight Helm, eh? I killed the knight. No one else here I'm worried about. That noise. I could walk up and critical hit him in the stomach. Well, I'm all out of healing. But the biggest threat is gone. yeah, I didn't know what build I wanted to do. If I was gonna lean heavily into what stats and everything, and what my character wanted to look like, what weapon I wanted, like all of that. And then I finally settled down. It was like if you ever played Baldur's Gate 3, and you're in the character collection, you're in the character creation screen for like literally like 4 or 5 hours, and then once you get it finally right to exactly what you want to do, time to play the game, and you're like, man, I don't even want to play the game anymore. I just wanted to build that character. I did that a couple times. And then when I did finally start recording and everything, if you already saw it on the channel a bit ago, I uploaded the beginning of another adventure, but the aspect ratio was all fucked. Like, it didn't look good, and it wasn't as full screen as it should have been. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna take this down, and I'm gonna just record a whole new beginning, because I'd gotten pretty far into it, and I was just like, it would bother me if suddenly halfway through the series the ratio just changed all of a sudden. And even if it's for the better, right, it's still, I don't like that it's all not the same. And that's the critical hit right there. But yeah, so I changed it, and I wanted to go through again. But this time, I'm taking extra precautions to make sure that everything is coming out fine. Because I really don't want to start again. I just want to get to new things, bro. I really do. Because I've been to like the mountaintops of the giants, and I've never even seen the Halig tree or Mogwin's palace for like myself. When I played last time, I didn't know how to get to those places. So this will be fun. There'll be new things in it for me, and then there'll be a whole set of new things for me once we hit the area of where the DLC begins. So I'm excited to play.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the Tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
Yeah.
Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
Nice.
Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
We shall. Torrent is pretty great. Alright. Let's go. And let's put our whistle down here. Torrent! Yes! We have a horse! That's what Vari was talking about, saying runes of strength, right? Only a maiden can turn the runes or souls like we gather from defeating enemies into our own strength. So that's all that Vari was getting at beforehand. Gonna pick that up on the way. But we're beelining it straight for Stormvale. But on the can ya chill? Ow. Alright, thank you. They had something to say about me traveling. Not really worried about any of this right now. I would, oh yeah, don't run straight up that road. Cause that man go crazy with that ballista. We have more grace. Oh, you can't fight me here. I touched home base. Stop that. We can talk to Mona.
This tiny golden aura is the grace of the Erd Tree. This light once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Or so I hear. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden.
Yeah, I'm sitting at one. This is something new.
Upon the cliff in Castle Stormvale is a shard bearer, a demigod, who inherited a fragment of the shattered Elden Ring. If the rays of grace signal the castle, then the Elden Ring beckons you. As an ally by pact, I pray that you are fit to face the challenge presented by the ring.
I believe we are.
Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition. Someone must extinguish thy flame. Let it be Margit the Fell.
But the thing is, I won't be extinguished. We're here to become... Oh, he held it. We're here to become Elden Lord.
Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
I was just wrong at every opportunity. I'm gonna need these runes. Huh? Yeah, I took a step back. 1, 2. Oh. Let's go ahead and get that critical in. I got you a little bit. Whoop. Whoop. Whoa. Good job. Good job, Roger.
Well, thou art of passing skill.
He went for him.
Blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Yep, I'm sorry about that. I had to make sure I had some health in me. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Don't like that. Don't like that. Leave Roger alone. Ooh. No, my friend.
I shall remember thee, tarnished, smouldering with thy meager flame. Cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell omen shall brook thee no quarter.
Well, I'm just more concerned that Roger perished. Well, we're good. And you can challenge me again.
Forgive me. I've been testing you to see whether or not grace truly does guide you, and whether you are fit to face the challenge that entails. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hold, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace.
I would love to go there.
Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
The Round Table Hold. We could talk to these swell people, but I'd rather not. I'd rather just buy my sword and get out of here. 1,000 runes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Now we have 2 swords. It's all I've ever wanted. It's all I've ever wanted. Cool. Let's go back to Stormvale now. Because now there's one more thing that we need to complete our ensemble. And that thing is a pair of pants. So let's go ahead and touch this grace.
You there? Come over here, would you? You're tarnished, aren't you? I would advise against taking the main gate into the castle. It's tightly guarded by hardened old hands. Try the opening right here. The guards don't know about it. You'll breach the castle undetected.
Alright, let's go.
Yes, that's the spirit. You're just the kind of tarnished that I like. I pray for your success.
Oh, do you now? While we're here, we should do one other thing. But I don't want to get super invested into Stormville right now. Especially when we haven't even seen much of the game, period. I'm kind of just running through this stuff because I want my own, like, setup. But we'll give everything the time. Ow! Thanks, man. We'll give everything the time that we should give it. Yeah, but like, what if I walked around and just didn't deal with any of this? Excuse me? Hey, there are people chasing me? I need you to... Oh! Oh! Hey. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm being hunted down? I don't have time for you. Let's go ahead and go in here. Hi, friend. That storm still hit me. Oh, gotta remember, gotta R1 that. Can't hit him with both. Oh, that hurt. That extra bit of storm is actually crazy at the end of that move. Oh. Oh, he didn't care. He didn't care about my posture. He just ate it. And now we're dead in that room. He got us killed. Well, time to do it all over again. I'm gonna need my runes back. You see that? You see how I lost 10,000 but only gained 7? Our friend... You know what? What if we just left instead? The rock go crazy. Actually, we can't leave without the key. So... Sir, I need this key. And I'll see you later. Now let's get out of here. That man took 3,000 runes from me. Where am I? Whoa. Whoa. That man went for a grab. Let's get up through here. We need to get to this other grace. Alright, yeah. And then another thing we need to go do is meet the man who has helped us. That's right, the Roger, the sorcerer extraordinaire. Surely, oh. I wondered what that was. Bye! You can't come in here, right? No? Alright, good. Roger.
Ah, nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. Roger is the name. A sorcerer, as you might have guessed. I'm looking for a little something here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me. What are you doing here in Stormvale Castle? This place is bristling with tarnished hunters, you know. They sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into without a purpose in mind.
Well, I am here to defeat Godric, but I'm also here to learn from you.
I see. Here to challenge Godric and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you? You can see it then, I take it. The guidance of grace. Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm tarnished, like you. But unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair of this guidance for the longest time. Still, I won't forget how it felt when I first came here, to the lands between. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? As a fellow tarnished, once guided by grace, I'd love to help you out, if it please.
Yeah, I'd love to. Let's go ahead and grab Pebble and Greatsword. Spinning what? Let's complete it all.
Oh,
Thanks, man.
keen to learn another battle art, are we?
He had something to say. What did you want to say?
The battle art you've learned is of the Glintstone family. They were conceived at the Great Academy of Rea Lucaria, to the north of this castle. In the past, they obeyed laws which contravened the Golden Order, or so I'm told. Fascinating, isn't it? That the Golden Order was pliable enough to absorb practices that contradicted itself in the past. With the Order broken, twisted, and in need of repair, such adaptability is more important now than ever.
True. Very true. Let's go back to the beginning of the castle. Now that we've met our friend. You've got some words for this man. Hey.
Hello. Glad to see you're safe. I've come into some fine goods. Only it turns out I can't use a one of them. Perhaps you'd like to take them off my hands.
Yeah, how'd you pay for them? How'd you buy these?
Fairly
He
well.
locked the door on us.
I pray for your success.
I want to kill him. I do. But a shame he needs, he has items. For now. There. Now I finally feel at peace. Finally have both my swords and a pair of bandit pants. So we've actually begun to look the way I want to look and have the build that I want to have. Nice. So we don't need to be here at all anymore. So let's go way back when. Now that we have all this, what we should also do is decide what Ash of War do we want for our weapons. So, let's do this. One sword. I'll have Glintstone Pebble. The damage is magical now, and it scales with intelligence. We'll go over that stuff later. And now these are the same. They both scale with intelligence. And now they hit for magic damage as well as physical damage. Only problem with that is my intelligence. Oops. My intelligence is not that high. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. In fact, 5 levels below my dexterity. So these swords are going to hit for not good damage at all. But it's the very beginning, and now we have, now that we're equipped, I think that we can actually begin to go through Elden Ring and traverse Limgrave the way I want to now. So when you come back, I'm gonna figure out the first thing that I want to do, and it honestly might be taking him down. It might just be like starting from this area, clearing stuff out in a circle around it, see everything that it has to offer. When we come back, we'll start exploring more. But I'm glad that this is all out of the way. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.